welcome to the Lifestyle Show with me, Pam Joseph, broadcasting from the renowned Tabernacle in the heart of Ladbroke Grove. It's wonderful here. It really is. Feel the vibes. It's all good. It really is good. Now, for the next 2 hours or so, I'm going to request that you please put your remote control firmly away so that you're entertained, I tell you, by myself and my guests. And it's a very busy show today. You need to hear a lot of what's going on today's show. You really, really do. So please, no distractions. Please. Now, first up, we have a lady that joined me last year. Some of you will remember because I was trying to take the very shoes she came to the studio on and nick them from her. They're plastic and they were perfumed, so they look gorgeous. Anyway, she hasn't got them with her, but she's here. Her name is Carol Rose. She is a fashion designer, renowned fashion designer, and she's joined by health and fitness guru Frederica. They have come together. They're going to talk to you about this very, very unique initiative, and it's called Fashion Slaying Cancer. That sounds deep in itself. So Carol is going to explain all of that. We're going to talk to Frederica in a minute, but let's have a first go with Carol. Carol, lovely to see you. How are you and where are my shoes?
Good evening, Pam. I am so sorry that I cannot find the shoes. No, I can't find them. Probably hid them from you because I knew you wanted them so badly. I've got another pair of plastic shoes, but they're not perfumed.
Okay, but you look gorgeous as usual. You really, really do. It's been a year and a half, almost a year and a half, that we last saw each other. Now you're talking to us about fashion slaying cancer. For the benefit of our viewers and even for myself. What's it all about?
Well, my background is in fashion. I've come up in the fashion industry, in the rag trade. What a lot of people don't know is that fashion is the second most polluting industry in the world, second to oil. Not does it only pollute the environment because of all the harsh chemicals that are used converting fibre to fabric, but it also pollutes our bodies with the harsh dyestuffs that are used, and the skin's porous, so it breathes in toxins. And we do not realise that clothing can be hazardous to health. So the area of fashion that I work in now is sustainable fashion. So I consult with companies to help them think about more sustainable practices within the industry. For instance, 350,000 tons of clothes are discarded in the UK each year. It goes to landfill. It then becomes harmful gases that's let into the atmosphere. A lot of people don't know this. So then my whole ethos around fashion is using fashion as a force for good. We've all been affected by this horrible disease. I don't give it any power. I spell it with a small c, cancer. Whether it's impacted us personally or somebody we know, but everyone you come across nowadays has had some encounter with this thing. It's not a respecter of age, colour, gender, etc. But it's very rife in our community. So through experience with having friends, family that have gone through this process, I felt I had to do something about it. So I came up with this by inspiration. I was inspired to do this event, and I thought, okay, so it's not just about clothing. Fashion for me is the prevailing trend in nutrition, health and beauty, and hair, and music. I call it the ecosystem that we operate within for life, one of the four. So we're bringing together a collective of individuals from within these disciplines: music, health and beauty, hair, fashion, and nutrition, to showcase and also debate this whole topic to see what we can do to promote healthy living for longevity.
Yeah, I mean, wow, it sounds like such a fantastic event that's going to happen, and a fantastic initiative that you put up. You just said about a collective of people. We've got one right here, Frederica Charles, who is a health and fitness expert. I'm going to actually hand you the mic because I don't want to stretch over Carol too much unless I was going to grab her shoes. Frederica, let me hand the mic over to you. Just explain about your involvement in this initiative and a bit more about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Frederica Charles, and I've been working in health and fitness for the last almost 30 years. And I got involved in fitness really because when I was quite young, I had quite a few people around me that were battling with their weight, and it was something that I thought, I don't want to have to battle with that when I get older, because I could see the sadness it brought them. So I was probably about 10 years old when I made that decision. And all the health and fitness things, I was already into it because my dad played cricket for Dominica and he played football. So we had quite an active upbringing. So after I left college thinking I was going to work in the fashion industry. Found it really hard to get a job. And then I worked as a PA for many big companies. I'd work for 1 year, save up money and go and travel. And I'd travel for a few months. And while I would travel, I would do my health and fitness things, and I would get the locals to come and do classes with me. So when I came back to London, I think maybe the second time that I went away to travel, I thought, I want to work in health and fitness. That's what I love. I love it so much. So I went and I did a degree. I did a Bachelor of Science degree in health and fitness. And since then I've worked as a school teacher, I've worked as a PE teacher, dance teacher. And then in the 90s I left all that and started up my own business as a personal trainer. Ran really, really big classes and just worked in classes. And then quite soon after that, like people would come and ask me things. How can I do this? How can I do that? I have this pain, I have that. And I would say, I'm not a doctor, but I have an idea of how I can help you. So I started leaving the classes really and taking on one-to-ones much more. And that's where I'm at now. So I do one-to-one sessions. I help people to be the best that they can be. I know that sounds a bit cliche. So
the involvement, talk to us about.
Yeah, and so Carol asked me to come and work with her because fashion is something that affects us in the same way that nutrition affects us. And by the time she explained it, I thought that is such an amazing thing, because I believe that nutrition, I would say that nutrition, water, exercise, your mindset, relaxation, stress therapy, all those things are really, really important. And then after speaking with Carol, and she spoke about the, fashion and the music, everything is linked, everything. And we were talking earlier, and she mentioned that, we have an epidemic right now in the world and in England, if I just stay there, because that's where I am, that's where I work. And if we just mention diabetes is on the increase, it's gone crazy. And, for, I think, really maybe since the 1970s, when government started to have more of an impact in what we eat, telling us we should eat this, we should do that. By 1994, when they started putting out the different Eat Well guides, that was when the problems happened. And the amount of carbohydrates they're telling people to eat and the amount of calories, really that's nothing to do with it. What we should be doing is eating healthily, exercising, but eating much less times a day. So we eat maybe 3 meals and maybe 4 snacks. And that is what's making us fat. It doesn't even matter if it's a little bit of calories. If you're eating 3 meals, healthy, and 4 healthy snacks, you're going to get fat.
So this is all you're going to be saying this night, because Carol, you want to add to that?
Well, Frederica is. We have the first part of the event will be the very serious part, where we have our naturopathic health practitioners from the community who will be presenting and also be on a panel to discuss very, very intricate issues about health and nutrition. And Frederica is one of the panel hosts, along with a gentleman who are called Osiris. Now, Frederica kind of paraphrased Dr. Stephen Sally, who is one of our panelists, and he said something really impactful to me. He said, we're in a state of emergency and people are not paying attention. And I mean, it was just a few days ago he mentioned that, and he said this event is on time. And so, for everybody listening, we have come at this in a really artistic and creative way, and because we want to use our gifts to get the word across. We're coming in a very different angle, but it's all very important. We've taken, as I say, clothing, we've taken music, because what a lot of people don't understand is, and if you're a musician out there, you will understand that music is a vibration, a very powerful vibration, and the body reacts to vibration, in particular music. Now, depending on which way you tilt your vibration, it can produce negative effects or positive effects in the body. So, for instance, the musicians that we're working with, they understand that concept, that ideology, and that science, and they're using their music as a positive vibration to raise our energy, our consciousness. So that's how we're linking this whole thing about healing and preventing disease. So we've also identified that cancer is not just this thing that everyone is passing away from. It's a mindset. You know, the way our young people are behaving in the streets at the moment of all the stabbings, it's a disease that's cancerous. The disunity in our community, in our families, that's cancerous, and it comes from somewhere. So we're looking at everything within my remit. You know, there are other disciplines, but within I spoke to a really famous artist that gave me his artistic view on the narrative that we need to change from a visual perspective. And I thought, my goodness, that's another link. So the possibilities with fashion slays are endless.
Exactly.
Because fashion is not just applicable to clothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Interlinked,
it's all intertwined and interlinked.
Oh my gosh, this is great. This is wonderful. We need to talk a bit more about the event that's going to be taking place,
yes,
which is next month.
Absolutely.
So let's go for this.
So the event's happening on Sunday, the 7th of October. We have a reception at 3 till 4:30. You come along, get a glass of healthy red wine, because red wine, I don't drink, but I know that red wine is good for you.
Healthy red wine?
Healthy red wine, vegan red wine. Also, we have vegan hors d'oeuvres. And there'll be an opportunity to network, browse some of the stalls in the marketplace that we have. You know, we've selected individuals to come in with really unusual product. And that will be from 3 till 4:30. So it's really important, I think, as well, to be on time. And then at 4:30, you're seated for the event. And that opens up with a health panel. We have a doctor who will be doing a lecture or a presentation about the intricacies of the body and how imbalance affects us, and he talks about the cells. He does it in a really, really spectacular way, and then he joins a panel of other practitioners who will then discuss, and then we take question and answers. Yes, hosted by Frederica. Then we go into the hair. So we've got a hair specialist who'll be talking about how to prolong the health of your hair, your natural hair, because we know about all the stuff that's going on in with relaxers. I hate to say it, with chemicals that we're putting in our hair, and some of the products that's happening. So we're looking at. We're not saying that we have the cure, but we're looking at minimizing impact and making better choices for our lifestyle. And so we also have makeup. We have a brand that will be showcasing very natural makeup, not produced, not animal tested, natural ingredients. We're talking about that brand. And then we have the music panel. I've got to mention this because we've got our beautiful sister, the legendary Janet Kay, and the amazing Victor Romero Evans, who have been amazing supporting this event. They will be hosting the music panel, and they'll also be surprising us on the night. And we also then have an amazing fashion show. My collection will be there. We would say that we are some of the leading sustainable designers that are raising up now, where we're using fashion as a force for good.
Carol, the address.
So the address will be the Redmond Community Centre. It's on Kayani Avenue, London, N4 2HF. It's 5 minutes walk from Manor House Tube Station, and it's on a beautiful hidden river in the middle of London. Ducks. It's very serene. And I just liked this. I wanted to give everybody a different backdrop. Yes.
3 p.m. till 8. And
3 p.m. till 8.
This is what's going to happen throughout the day. Now,
yes,
we have to roll. So give us all your information that you can, whatever you can, website, email.
Tickets are available on Eventbrite. Please visit our website, which is fashionsleyscancer.com. It will pop up, and all the information that you need gives you a little bit more information about who we are. My brand is Kingdom Principles. The initiative is called Kingdom Principles. Come along on the day and you'll hear a lot more about why we're called Kingdom Principles. And you can go onto Eventbrite from that page to purchase your tickets.
Okay, so if you would like to get in touch with me, my name is Frederica Charles, and you can find me at freddy.charles.com, and that's Freddy with an IE.
Or they can talk to you on the day.
or you can find me on the day. Thanks.
On the 7th of October. Monday the 7th of October.
Definitely one you can't miss. Sunday, 7th of October. We're going to probably say that again before that date as well on the show. So, but we do have to round up now.
The fashion show promises to be amazing. We're honouring the history of our fashion, of black designers and their contribution to the industry, and honouring Black History Month. So that part of it is going to be amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Frederica. Okie dokie, we're going to take a short break now from two very inspirational ladies. We've got another inspirational lady that's coming up after the break. I guess who that is? Stay tuned. You'll see it.
DJ Elaine Smith here, and I have got some exciting news for you. The original 291 Club variety show and talent competition as seen on London Weekend Television and Channel 4 is back at the Hackney Empire on Friday the 9th of November 2018. Now this show is a relaunch show and will also be filmed for TV, so make sure you get your tickets now. They range from £25 to £45, available from our website www.291club.co.uk. On the night we'll have special guests performing their hit songs and comedians telling their best joke. Now if you feel that you've got what it takes to walk away with the coveted prize, then send us a 2-minute recording of your performance to Mr. Mackenzie at auditions@291club.co.uk. Judges on the night will include Ellen Thomas from EastEnders, Carl McIntosh from Loose Ends, Crystal Rose from ITV's Crystal Rose Show, Ed Adu from BBC Radio 3, Barry K. Sharp, Lady Leck, former Superintendent Leroy Logan, Kofi from Black Heroes, President from Back to the Future Publishing, and just for good measure, an A&R executive from Columbia Records. 291 Mere Street, London E81EJ. Grab your ticket. Doors are 7:30 till 11 p.m. Right after we'll be having the after party. For more information, go to our website www.291club.co.uk.
Hi and welcome back to the Lifestyle Show with me, Pam Joseph, here at the renowned Tabernacle in the heart of Ladbroke Grove. It's all kicking off, it's smoochy, it really is. Two inspirational ladies. I told you I'm going to meet another inspirational lady, and here she is. She goes by the name of Smith. Elaine Smith. Although you know as DJ Elaine. But she's here with this fantastic, absolutely fantastic news. She's joined by Miles Crawford. When I say Miles Crawford and Elaine Smith, you should know what I'm talking about. The rebirth of the 291 Club. Here we go. Fantastic. Whoa! My gosh, Elaine, you must be elated.
Oh, completely. Words elude me right now. All I can say is 291. Yeah!
1, 2, 291.
Hey! www.291club.co.uk.
Never said. Oh, brilliant news.
Yeah.
You know, can I just say this? The community and wider. We need something like this, and we've needed this for the longest time. We were sad when 291 Club went. Yeah. Now we are joyous that 291 Club has come back again, right in the home. Hackney Empire. How did you do it?
Well, you know, we did it because when you got to go home, you got to go home. Nothing stops you from going home. And let's face it, the Hackney Empire is the home of the 291 Club. So by any means necessary, we had to get home. And we're home.
And you're home.
Yeah.
But Mars, can I just say to you, we've got the X Factor, we've got Britain's Got Talent, we've got it all going on here. Was it The Voice? There's so many, I can't even name them all. But to have the 291 Club, which I'm selfish to say, I feel as if it's our very own. I feel honoured that it's coming back, and I know a lot of people have been saying that. We've just heard the shouts far and wide about it. How do you feel about the 291 Club coming home, rebirth?
Well, I'll tell you what. It's, an interesting fact is that the 291 Club was actually there first. It was before there, years before X Factor, years before any sort of the big talent shows existed. You know, if you remember New Faces and things like that going back years, and then it was 291 Club. You know, it was so popular at the time that it was not only shown on ITV, Channel 4 bought it and showed the whole series again, 2 shows. And so I'm very excited about bringing it back with my fellow director, DJ Lane. And the beautiful thing is, we've got 3 of the original presenters, DJ Lane, Miles Crawford and Tony Gully.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and so we're bringing the whole concept back because we're now in a new era. And there's so much new talent, there's so many different styles of music. It's all new. Same format, but all new.
Put me on the up there because I was going to do this as a lovely little segue just there. Now we have talent like nothing else. 15 years ago, can I say, we've always got talent in Britain, right? But 15 years ago, we saw and we heard them. Nowadays, you've got these youngsters coming out from nowhere. They're in their toilet creating, they're in their bedroom creating, they're anywhere in the garage creating. So to have a platform which they sometimes can't easily get on the likes of X Factor and what have you, what are you saying that you can bring to the young ones who want to showcase their things and get into a right platform?
Well, we're trying to appeal to everybody right across the board, young and old. You know, talent has no age limit. And so what we're trying to do is to lure all of the talent out. It doesn't rest with Simon Cowell. You know, with us, the audience decide. We call it the people's voice.
And
the judge's choice
and the people's voice.
and the people's voice. It doesn't rest with a panel of 4. The audience decide on our show, and that's the biggest difference. So if you're talented and you do want to showcase your talent, the 291 Club is the platform to do it on.
I'm saying that the reason I talk about the young ones, we know that the older ones, the doors are open, we know that. But I'm just saying that the emergence of the young people with so much ideas and this technology as well, and that's why I'm saying it. There's so many of them, they're not getting places, they're not getting where they need to go. And we like to do that on the Lifestyle Show. We love new talent, we love fresh talent, we love the young people to come on our show because they can't seem to get it anywhere else. I don't think they've got the confidence. Yeah, being so young, they don't really have that. And that's why I'm saying that the 291 Club, for the young people as well, at least they've got that there, and it can be maybe an easier ride.
Well, I don't know if it being easier because the thing about the 291 Club, and even outside of the 291 Club, my standards have always been very, very high. All right? No, very
Nina
high.
Mishkov, eat your heart out.
You know, if you're not going to put 100 or the full 100 in, don't bother. Do you know what I mean? You've got. My thing has always been learn your craft, manage your craft, know what you look like, know what you sound like, and that does mean even if you've recorded with the best of them, you're supposed to rehearse in front of the mirror. Film yourself. Know what you look like when you blink. Know what you look like when you do that. Know what you look like. Do you know what I'm saying? So the 291 Club isn't an easy ride, but what it is, it's an opportunity to show what you've got. People that come onto the 291 Club already know that that the audience will boo you if you're not right. They already know. It's not a secret. They already know. We don't encourage people to boo, but what we're encouraging you to do is to be the best you can possibly be, so that they won't boo you. One of the if they ask us for advice, the first thing we'd say is don't wear white socks with sandals, because you will get booed.
Like Moses.
You will get booed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come out, have a good time with it. Don't be too serious. You know your song. Know what you're doing on stage, and that is enough to win the audience over. Do you know what I mean? What else can I say? It's nothing more than a stage for you to express yourself and your talents. The prizes that we've got are phenomenal, because we've got I don't know if you remember the Fly Fresh and Fat, so we've married the Fly Fresh and Fat with this. So, there's going to be 3 people that'll go through and they'll make tracks for that the Fly Fresh and Fat Volume 2 with top line producers. Miles has spent the last 10 years cultivating his comedy, a series of agencies that he gets work for: London Weekend Television, Channel 4, for warm-ups and stuff like that, BBC, all those kind of major places, corporate events. So we've invited a lot of comedians to come forward, and yes, you win on the night, but also you go forward and get paid work. But what we're encouraging people to do right now is, if you feel that you've got what it takes, audition. All you need to do is to film yourself, 2 minutes of your performance, and email it to us, auditions@291club.co.uk. So
You're going to repeat that again?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So when you talk about auditions, talk us about the format. Is there a format? How do they do this, Miles?
Well, what we're encouraging is we're trying to lure entertainers from different aspects of the entertainment spectrum. So singers, comedians, dancers, poets. Spoken word is big right now, so we want to lure those out. Speciality actors as well, dancers, whatever your style, we want to see a clip.
How do they send that to you? What do they do? Do they
Film
email?
themselves.
Yeah, but how do they do that? Send it to you? How do they
Yeah, so what we do, we're just saying to film yourself. It's in your hand nowadays. Just get your camera, your phone, and film yourself a little 2-minute clip,
And email that.
and then email it straight into us.
Okay.
Auditions@291club.co.uk. That's where you email it to, and it's as simple as that.
And then we have just to add to it, and then we'll have like a panel who will go through the emails, and then we'll cut that down.
Yeah.
And then we've got a venue in Canary Wharf where we will see like the last few. The last few.
Yeah.
Then the process of elimination. Then we'll pick whoever, and then before they go on to the live show.
How many per show? How many contestants?
This, for now, we're not sure because traditionally it's usually 8 per show, right?
Isn't it?
But the show that's coming up on the 9th of November is going to be a bit of a party show, all right? Although we will,
Celebratory as well, and,
celebrating the history of the 291 Club, right? So we're not sure, and so far we've had some really lovely entries.
tremendous.
Oh my God, the entries have been so nice,
My goodness.
and we've been
Wow.
finding it hard
Sure.
to pick,
Oh,
you
my
know.
goodness, yeah.
But don't let that scare you. Still enter.
Yeah.
Because we want diverse acts. We want really good diverse acts, so that when you see the show, it's entertaining. Do you remember Wonder Nose?
Wonder
I don't
Nose,
know
yeah,
if you
speciality
remember
act, yeah.
Speciality act. He used to balance from records to chairs to people on his nose, and he did have this dent in his nose.
And he had a dent.
He had a dent in his nose, a Rasta guy. He had 2 other Rasta guys with him, right? And you just pick up these things and just balance them on the edge of his nose, and these Rasta guys used to just drum, dance to like reggae music.
incredible. So
But
those
the
sort of
crowd
unique things,
went
yeah, man.
mad for him,
Yeah.
And then we'll have like a songstress, like Eternal. They came from the 291 Club. Skunkalancy, she was then named Deborah Ann Dyer when she entered the 291 Club. She got booed because she was like punky, bald head, really alternative singer. They booed her, but then she became Skunk Anansie and top 10 hit for years. You know,
So the crowd don't always get it right.
they don't always get it right, but you know, the 291 Club was quite like a reggae crowd anyway, because back in those days, black people didn't really go to the theatre. And when the 291 Club hit the theatre, it was like, we had one interview where they were interviewing the audience, and one guy goes, "We really like the 291 Club because we can drink and we can wear shoes." He just meant that we could dress up. That's all he meant, you know. So
funny.
excited. But, you know, it's great.
You know, this is great. This is great for not just for Hackney Empire, but this is great for the whole of Britain as well, because we always got people coming from everywhere, anywhere and everywhere, coming down to the Hackney Empire. So this is good. We have to round up, but as we do this, we need now. I'm going to give you the mic and share between you, Elaine, to say once again, give us all the information that is required. Bang in the camera.
Well, first of all, thank you so much, Empress Pam, for inviting us on. Love you to bits. Mwah. Snogging her on camera, as you do. So this is my director, Miles Crawford, and we are so proud to bring back the 291 Club at the Hackney Empire. The launch show is on the 9th, Friday the 9th of November 2018. This will kick off a series of shows that will come in for the first quarter of 2019. So what we'd like you to do is to get involved. Listen, there's a singer born every single minute, all right? And we're looking at ages from 16 plus upwards. Now, if you think that you can hack the 291 Club, or you don't know what the 291 Club is, all you need to do is to go to our website, which is
www.291club.co.uk.
and there you will find some old shows that will refresh your memory, or at least familiarise yourself as to what the show's all about, all right? So don't be frightened. Don't be frightened. Just send us a 2-minute video of your performance to
www.291club.co.uk.
all right, if I've left anything out, just go to that website and we'll see you at the show. Now, the other thing is, we've got to say this, we've got to say this, the Hackney Empire not cheap. No, me know say lot of honor know the tour way, right? I'm talking in this dialect because you know who I is talking to. Many of you know it and want the freebie. This time around, we can't afford it, you see? We can't, in the most loveliest way, we can't afford it. But coming into the series, we will see what we can do with the prizes. Incidentally, we will have some tremendous prizes as well. But, you know, do us the honour. Buy your tickets. They range from £25 to about £45.
Yeah.
All right, so buy your tickets, come out and support, and we just love you and we'll love you forever just for that. All right? No guest list is what I'm trying to say.
And you know, the Hackney Empire is an institution in itself, but just in case you don't know, it is based on Mayor Street. That is 291 Mayor Street. And those who are just sat-navs, that is E81EJ. Now, for the tickets, as they mentioned, www.hackneyempire.co.uk. It is between £25 to £45 for your auditions. There's a deadline. We need them by 5 p.m. 13th of October, by 5 p.m. on the 13th of October. But, yes.
Subscribe on the website as well.
Yeah.
And do subscribe on the website. Let's get the website again. www.291club.co.uk. And we're out for the break. 9-1 great!
What I love about my natural hair is that it brings out me and my natural beauty, and I love it because it's full of cover and full of style.
What I love about my natural hair, it's healthy, curly, it keeps my face warm, and I can do lots of styles with it. I love about my natural hair is that it's nice,
curly and it makes me have comfort in my life.
What I love about my natural hair is how curly it is and the texture of it, because whenever I feel it, it makes me so happy.
What I love about my natural hair is that it's easy to do, it's really soft, and that I don't really have to worry about doing it when my sisters are getting theirs done, and it's really easy to wash.
I love my natural hair because when it's wet, you can see all the nice curls and it's nice and shiny, and it's big and crazy like me.
I like my natural hair because it's more beautiful and more shiny, and I like it because it's beautiful and pretty. It's so beautiful and so lovely and so amazing. What I love about my natural hair is that I can do it in different styles, like plait it, twist it, straighten it, curl it.
What I love about my natural hair is that it's very versatile and I can do loads of styles with it, so it shows how amazing I am, and it's just really, it shows what I'm feeling and how I express my feelings.
What I like about my natural hair is that it's very fluffy and you can do it in lots of different styles. But if you put too much chemicals in it, you can't do it.
Back to the Lifestyle Show. Can you hear the dulcet tones of the music's just right there in the background there? We are at the Tabernacle in the heart of Ladbroke Grove, and it's all good. It's all really, really good. Now, the music that you can hear is great, because now you're going to hear a musical maestro, I should call him. Our entertainment correspondent, Anthony Jordan, hot-footed out to South East London to actually not just meet this man, he'll tell you his name, but also he actually named the studio New Face Studio. Anthony Jordan did that, and I know he's hidden some money from me. But anyway, here he is in South East London. Very lovely guy. He's going to introduce him to you, and New Face Studio.
Hi Lifestyle Show, it's myself, Anthony Jordan here reporting. As you can see in the background, there's music being made. That's because right now I am in the New Phase Music Studio, and I'm joined by, I don't even know how to word this. Normally I could say a producer, an artist, a sound man. This is everything. This is music right now. I'm joined by the one, the only Mr. G Vibes. How you doing, sir?
Greetings, bless. Respect, man. You haven't, I'm fine.
Good. So tell us now. From the age of 10, the journey began. An interest in how music's made. So tell us more. How did the G Vibes journey begin?
Well, it started, my cousin's a bass player. And every time I used to go to the house, I used to pick up his guitar. And one day he caught me. What you doing? And I said, I don't know. So he said, all right then, this is how you play. you know. And he showed me how to hold the guitar correctly, and he taught me a way of how to learn, you know, music. He said, look, anything what you hear, you just take your time, listen to it, memorize it, play it at the speed what you can play it at, take your time, find the notes. Then once you've got it and you've got the pattern, then you just increase on your speed as you go. And it's a philosophy I just took and used throughout music across the board. So I ended up teaching myself like keyboards, guitar, drums, through the same like principles, you know.
That's impressive. So it's from that little piece of knowledge that your cousin gave you, just taken it and just built that. So again, self-taught, which I have to congratulate on. That's always powerful, and the music that we've heard has proven that there's a strong skill there. As well as your cousin, what other inspirations did you have in the world of music that said to you, I need to try and do this. I want to do more of it?
Well, everything really. From even before that age, reggae music just like fascinated me. You know, the sound of it, how it was made, the tones and everything. And every time, music in general, but reggae was the more drew me in. Every song I heard I liked, I would try to mimic. I'd learn the lyrics, and I found I was singing the song very quickly, you know, and not just the lead, the harmonies. Every part of the song I heard, I learned it, you know. So without realizing to myself, I learned harmonies even from a young age.
Wow.
Also, so as I got older, by the time I got to like secondary school, I joined a band in the first year because one of my friends was a drummer who was in this band, and I was a MC with them first, then a backing vocalist, lead singer eventually, and all the influences of music that I heard, really reggae, got me writing songs and so forth. So the influence was just music and life in general.
That's big. If you don't want to, you don't have to. What was the name of that band the first band you
First band I was involved with was a band called Dynamics.
The Dynamics,
yeah.
For any Dynamics fans out there, G Vibes. Were you G Vibes at the time?
No, I was just Glenn.
Okay. So now you know. If you remember Glenn from Dynamics, G Vibes, still keeping it up.
Yeah. I have to big up all of the school friends who was there. Archbishop Michael Ramsey. Aya Marku. Okay. Yeah, man, they was all there supporting who liked it. Just, you know, it was all good.
That's big. So what was that experience like, being in the band, doing that whole sound movement at that time?
It was good. You learn a lot. There's a lot I learned because I said the other people who were in the band, they could already play guitars, and it kind of inspired me to want to play more because I was just learning bass. The bass player for the band, he'd been playing for years, so I was able to see firsthand techniques and different things also, and how to work as a unit composing songs. We used to sit down, we had a writer there who would write songs and come and say, right, this is what we're going to do. So I learned all of these skills firsthand from being a part, you know, of this band and things. So it was really good. It was really within a couple of years I was playing different things, as I said, keyboards, wanted to play the guitar. So I took a couple guitar lessons because I couldn't understand some of the things of how to hold the guitar. But once I understood the basics of the thing, that's it, I just went off.
That's big. That is big. So talking again now, part of this, as you said, you started off playing the instruments, MC, backing singer, lead singer.
Yeah.
How did it feel to know that the band and everyone had that confidence in you, like to say, nah, you're the man to lead the group?
You know, I don't know. I didn't even think how other people felt. I was just happy. I was young, innit? You're thinking, I'm doing something I want to do, you know, because even from primary school, I didn't realise what it was is I stammer. Well, not so much now, but as a child, my stammer was really heavy. And how I even realised I could really do this was one of my teachers in the primary school, he said he wants me to do a play. You know, year to year we've done the school plays, and he said I'm going to be the lead character, and I got scared and I said, how can I be a lead character? I can't even talk. He said, going to do a musical. So I looked at him, I said, well, what does that matter? He said, well, he's researched and find that even people who stammer when they sing, they don't stammer. And I thought about it, and I thought, well, you know what? I didn't really think about it at the time, but I thought it's true. When I'm singing, I don't stammer. So it kind of threw me more into singing that way, because I found something that made me, accepted and became normal, a normal child, without this thing where everyone was either taunting you or teasing you or laughing about, you know. So I kind of gravitated to singing more and more and more. So I found I had the ability to learn all of these songs, so my memory skills was good at that. So I found it was just a natural part of me, unknowingly, you know. Yeah. So as I got older, music was just something I absorbed myself with. Yeah,
that's big. I love that, because I can't remember who the artist is, but I remember hearing someone else who had a stammer, and it was music that they discovered. I mean, it's a proven fact. You've just shown it as well. Yeah. That it helps stops it. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's all to do with the beats of the track as they're playing, and the pulses going through your brain and the signals. You know, so it's all a bit technical, but no. But it all balances itself out. Yeah,
the theory it's been proven. That's amazing. Yeah. So we've gone on from into a band into building of a studio, being the producer. How did that come about?
Well, again, I suppose from school days, it wasn't ever anything I planned to do or planned to be a producer or anything. It was just that out of doing music. Again, in school, my music teacher looked at me one day and said, I need to learn to engineer. And again, I was puzzled. I thought, why do I need to engineer? She said, no, really, just to be able to communicate, because I think very quickly, and you know, people observing you can see these things. And she said, look, she could see it'd be good for me to understand engineering, that I could get my ideas across if I go into the industry. So I thought, oh, okay, why not? So again, it was something that it was fascinating to learn. When I went to, she sent me to a youth club in the West End, where the engineer taught me how to wire up the PA rig. So he plugged up all these leads, pulled them out, said he's going to go away and come back, plugged them in. So when he come back, he was kind of shocked to see everything had been plugged into the right place. He expected to find something, at least one wrong or two, or you know. But he said, "Have you done this before?" I said, "No." He said, "But," and he was like, "But," I said, "But that's what you told me to do, isn't it?" So, and he stopped there and he goes, "You know what? We got some live bands that come down. I think you should come down and engineer and work, you know, on the desk." So whatever he saw in the way I put it together, he must have thought, you know what, this guy's got something that he's already halfway there, kind of thing. So I was mixing live bands from the age of like 14.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know,
that's
so
big.
Yeah, so it was fun, you know. And like my music exam when I was 15 was to bring my band into a 24-track studio, lay down my own song with the band, record it and mix it, you know. And so even there, like, I remember things, even on the session when I was going to mix, and the in-house, engineer was there. We'd recorded it, and he was doing this thing, and I goes, "Can I have some reverb?" And he looked at me and goes, "What do you know about reverb?" I said, "I know that we use it on the rim, in reggae. So can I have some?" He goes, "Come here," and he sat me down and he went through all the effects racks and started to tell me about what everything does and what they're for. I thought, oh, okay. He goes, yeah. So, you know, I learned about choruses, flanges, reverbs, echoes, all in this one session. He goes, yeah, and you can use them in this particular way for different things. So I took all of that on board and, you know, just kept on going forward from there with it. So as I got older, went into different studios, done different sessions, and I found I was always kind of composing tracks, and I could understand later on what she was saying. I didn't have to wait for an engineer. Sometimes I go to a studio, the engineer wasn't there yet. I could just turn on the equipment and just go, you know, on my own. I think, oh, well, I don't have to wait. Why no, I can do that. I can push up the volume. I know where this is. I know what that is. And I just started to do, you know, some little bits and pieces on my own. And then, I don't know, by I think maybe 19 or 20, I'd started to buy my own things. I mean, equipment, and started building from like a 4-track up to 8-track, and just kept it going.
It's impressive. Well done. Well done. Now, as we can see, the investment has gone wide.
Yeah.
Again, this is big. Tell us now some of the many artists that have worked within this environment, that you have worked with, who have passed through the studio.
I've worked with, let's see, Sugar Minott, Gregory Isaacs, Vivian Jones, Peter Hunningale, Tipper Irie, Roger Robin, Caperton, Cockatee, Johnny Osborne, Freddie McGregor, Marcia Griffiths, Bob Andy. Shall I keep going?
The list goes on.
It's endless. I mean, I've worked with a high percentage of the Jamaican artists and a high percentage of the UK artists.
My gosh, G-Fams, isn't he hot? You know, what is this, the new sensation? It looks like it could be. Anyway, you know, there's more to come. So have a quick break. Go and get a cool drink or a hot drink or whatever. See you soon.
What I love about my natural hair is that it brings out me and my natural beauty, and I love it because it's full of cover and full of style.
What I love about my natural hair, it's healthy, curly, it keeps my face warm, and I can do lots of styles with it. I love about my natural hair is that it's nice, it's curly, and it makes me have comfort in my life.
What I love about my natural hair is how curly it is and the texture of it, because whenever I feel it, it makes me so happy.
What I love about my natural hair is that it's easy to do, it's really soft, and that I don't really have to worry about doing it when my sisters are getting theirs done, and it's really easy to wash.
I love my natural hair because when it's wet, you can see all the nice curls and it's nice and shine here, and it's big and crazy like me.
I like my natural hair because it's more beautiful and more shiny, and I like it because it's beautiful and pretty. It's so beautiful and so lovely and so amazing. What I love about my natural hair is that I can do it in different styles, like plait it, twist it, straighten it, curl it.
What I love about my natural hair is that it's very versatile and I can do loads of styles with it, so it shows how amazing I am, and it's just really, it shows what I'm feeling and how I express my feelings.
What I like about my natural hair is that it's very fluffy and you can do it in lots of different styles. But if you put too much chemicals in it, you can't do it.
DJ Elaine Smith here, and I have got some exciting news for you. The original 291 Club variety show and talent competition, as seen on London Weekend Television and Channel 4, is back at the Hackney Empire on Friday the 9th of November 2018. Now, this show is a relaunch show and will also be filmed for TV, so make sure you get your tickets now. They range from £25 to £45, available from our website www.291club.co.uk. On the night, we'll have special guests performing their hit songs and comedians telling their best joke. Now, if you feel that you got what it takes to walk away with the coveted prize, then send us a 2-minute recording of your performance to Mr. Mackenzie at auditions@291club.co.uk. Judges on the night will include Ellen Thomas from EastEnders, Carl McIntosh from Loose Ends, Crystal Rose from ITV's Crystal Rose Show, Ed Adu from BBC Radio 3, Barry K. Sharp, Lady Leck, former Superintendent Leroy Logan, Kofi from Black Heroes, President from Back to the Future Publishing, and just for good measure, an A&R executive from Columbia Records. 291 Mere Street, London E81EJ. Grab your ticket. Doors are 7:30 till 11 p.m. Right after we'll be having the after party. For more information, go to our website www.291club.co.uk.
Back to the Lifestyle Show. Can you hear the dulcet tones of the music's just right there in the background there? We are at the Tabernacle in the heart of Ladbroke Grove, and it's all good. It's all really, really good. Now, the music that you can hear is great, because now you're going to hear a musical maestro, I should call him. Our entertainment correspondent, Anthony Jordan, hot-footed down to South East London to actually not just meet this man, he'll tell you his name, but also he actually named the studio New Phase Studio. Anthony Jordan did that, and I know he's hidden some money from me. But anyway, here he is in South East London. Very lovely guy. He's going to introduce him to you, and New Phase Studio.
Hi Lifestyle Show, it's myself, Anthony Jordan here reporting. As you can see in the background, there's music being made. That's because right now I am in the New Phase Music Studio, and I'm joined by, I don't even know how to word this. Normally I could say a producer, an artist, a sound man. This is everything. This is music right now. I'm joined by the one, the only Mr. G Vibes. How you doing, sir?
Greetings, bless. Respect, man. Yeah, man, I'm fine.
Good. So tell us now, from the age of 10, the journey began. An interest in how music's made. So tell us more. How did the G Vibes journey begin?
Well, it started, my cousin's a bass player. And every time I used to go to the house, I used to pick up his guitar. And one day he caught me. What you doing? And I said, I don't know. So he said, all right, then this is how you play. Wow. You know, and he showed me how to hold the guitar correctly, and he taught me a way of how to learn, music. He said, look, anything what you hear, you just take your time, listen to it, memorize it, play it at the speed what you can play it at, take your time, find the notes, then once you've got it and you've got the pattern, then you just increase on your speed as you go. And it's a philosophy I just took and used throughout music across the board. So I ended up teaching myself like keyboards, guitar, drums, through the same principles,
That's impressive. So it's from that little piece of knowledge that your cousin gave you, just taken it and just built that. So again, self-taught, which I have to congratulate on. That's always powerful, and the music that we've heard has proven that there's a strong skill there. As well as your cousin, what other inspirations did you have in the world of music that said to you, I need to try and do this, I want to do more?
Well, everything really. From even before that age, reggae music just like fascinated me. You know, the sound of it, how it was made, the tones and everything. And every time, music in general, but reggae was the more drew me in. Every song I heard I liked, I would try to mimic. I'd learn the lyrics, and I found I was singing the song very quickly, you know, and not just the lead, the harmonies. Every part of the song I like heard, I learned it, you know. So without realizing to myself, I learned harmonies even from a young age.
Wow.
Also, so as I got older, by the time I got to like secondary school, I joined a band in the first year because one of my friends was a drummer who was in this band, and I was a MC with them first, then a backing vocalist, lead singer eventually, and all the influences of music that I heard, really reggae, got me writing songs and so forth. So the influence was just music and life in general.
That's big. If you don't want to, you don't have to. What was the name of that band the first band you
First band I was involved with was a band called Dynamics.
The Dynamics.
Yeah.
For any Dynamics fans out there, G Vibes. Were you G Vibes at the time?
No, I was just Glenn.
So now you know. If you remember Glenn from Dynamics,
Yeah.
G Vibes still keeping it up.
Yeah. I have to big up all of the school friends who was there. Archbishop Michael Ramsey. AMR crew.
Oh,
yeah, man. They was all there supporting who liked it. Just, you know, it was all good.
That's big. So what was that experience like, being in the band, doing that whole sound movement at that time?
It was good. You learn a lot. There's a lot I learned because I said the other people who were in the band, they could already play guitars, and it kind of inspired me to want to play more because I was just learning bass. The bass player for the band, he'd been playing for years, so I was able to see firsthand, techniques and different things also, and how to work as a unit, composing songs. We used to sit down. We had a writer there who would write songs and come and say, right, this is what we're going to do. So I learned all of these skills, firsthand from being a part, you know, of this band and things. So it was really good. It was really, within a couple of years, I was playing different things. As I said, keyboards, wanted to play the guitar. So I took a couple guitar lessons because I couldn't understand some of the things of how to hold the guitar. But once I understood the basics of the thing, that's it. I just went off.
That's big. That is big. So talking again now, part of this, as you said, you started off playing the instruments, MC, backing singer, lead singer.
Yeah.
How did it feel to know that the band and everyone had that confidence in you, like to say, nah, you're the man to lead the group?
You know, I don't know. I didn't even think how other people felt. I was just happy. I was young, innit? You're thinking, I'm doing something I want to do, you know, because even from primary school, I didn't realise what it was is, I stammer. Well, not so much now, but as a child, my stammer was really heavy. And how I even realised I could really do this was one of my teachers in the primary school, he said he wants me to do a play. You know, year to year we've done the school plays, and he said I'm going to be the lead character, and I got scared and I said, how can I be a lead character? I can't even talk. He said, going to do a musical. So I looked at him, I said, well, what does that matter? He said, well, he's researched and find that even people who stammer when they sing, they don't stammer. And I thought about it, and I thought, well, you know what? I didn't really think about it at the time, but I thought it's true. When I'm singing, I don't stammer. So it kind of threw me more into singing that way, because I found something that made me, accepted and became normal, a normal child, without this thing where everyone was either taunting you or teasing you or laughing about, you know. So I kind of gravitated to singing more and more and more. So I found I had the ability to learn all of these songs, so my memory skills was good at that. So I found it was just a natural part of me, unknowingly, you know. Yeah. So as I got older, music was just something I absorbed myself with. Yeah,
that's big. I love that, because I can't remember who the artist is, but I remember hearing someone else who had a stammer, and it was music that they discovered. I mean, it's a proven fact. You've just shown it as well. Yeah. That it helps stops it. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's all to do with the beats of the track as they're playing. and the pulses going through your brain and the signals, you know. So it's all a bit technical, but
no.
but it all balances itself out.
There.
Yeah,
the theory it's been proven. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So we've gone on from into a band into building of a studio, being the producer. How did that come about?
Well, again, I suppose from school days, it wasn't ever anything I planned to do or planned to be a producer or anything. It was just that out of doing music. Again, in school, my music teacher looked at me one day and said, I need to learn to engineer. And again, I was puzzled. I thought, why do I need to engineer? She said, no, really, just to be able to communicate, because I think very quickly. And, you know, people observing you can see these things. And she said, look, she could see it'd be good for me to understand engineering, that I could get my ideas across if I go into the, industry. So I thought, oh, okay, why not? So again, it was something that it was fascinating to learn. When I went to, she sent me to a youth club in the West End, where the engineer taught me how to wire up the PA rig. So he plugged up all these leads, pulled them out, said he's going to go away and come back, plugged them in. So when he come back, he was kind of shocked to see everything had been plugged into the right place. He expected to find something, at least one wrong or two, or, you know, but he said, have you done this before? I said, no. He said, but, and he was like, but, I said, but that's what you told me to do, isn't it? So, and he stopped there and he goes, you know what, we got some live bands that come down. I think you should come down and engineer and work, you know, on the desk. So whatever he saw in the way I put it together, he must have thought, you know what, this guy's got something that he's already halfway there, kind of thing. So I was mixing live bands from the age of like 14.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know,
that's
so
big.
yeah, so it was fun, you know. And like my music exam when I was 15 was to bring my band into a 24-track it was studio, lay down my own song with the band, record it and mix it, you know. And so even there, like, I remember things even on the session when I was going to mix, and the in-house engineer was there. We'd recorded it and he was doing this thing, and I goes, can I have some reverb? And he looked at me and goes, what do you know about reverb? I said, I know that we use it on the rim in reggae. So can I have some? He goes, come here. And he sat me down and he went through all the effects racks and started to tell me about what everything does and what they're for. I thought, oh, okay. He goes, yeah. So, you know, I learned about choruses, flanges, reverbs, echoes, all in this one session. He goes, yeah, and you can use them in this particular way for different things. So I took all of that on board and, you know, just kept on going forward from there with it. So as I got older, went into different studios, done different sessions, and I found I was always kind of composing tracks. And I could understand later on what she was saying. I didn't have to wait for an engineer. Sometimes I go to a studio, the engineer wasn't there yet. I could just turn on the equipment and just go, you know, on my own. I think, oh, well, I don't have to wait. Why no, I can do that. I can push up the volume. I know where this is. I know what that is. And I just started to do, you know, some little bits and pieces on my own. And then, I don't know, by I think maybe 19 or 20, I'd started to buy my own things. Equipment, and started building from like a 4-track up to 8-track, and just kept it going.
It's impressive. Well done. Well done. Now, as we can see, the investment has gone wide.
Yeah.
Again, this is big. Tell us now some of the many artists that have worked within this environment. That you have worked with, who have passed through the studio.
I've worked with. Let's see, Sugar Minor, Gregory Isaacs, Vivian Jones, Peter Hunningale, Tipper Irie, Roger Robin, Caperton, Cockatee, Johnny Osborne, Freddie McGregor, Marcia Griffiths, Bob Andy. Shall I keep going?
The list goes on.
It's endless. I mean, I've worked with a high percentage of the Jamaican artists and a high percentage of the UK artists.
My gosh, G-Fams, isn't he hot? You know, what is this, the new sensation? It looks like it could be. Anyway, you know, there's more to come. So have a quick break. Go and get a cool drink or a hot drink or whatever. See you soon.
What I love about my natural hair is that it brings out me and my natural beauty, and I love it because it's full of cover and full of style.
What I love about my natural hair, it's healthy, curly, it keeps my face warm, and I can do lots of styles with it. I love about my natural hair is that it's nice, it's curly, and it makes me have comfort in my life.
What I love about my natural hair is how curly it is and the texture of it, because whenever I feel it, it makes me so happy.
What I love about my natural hair is that it's easy to do, it's really soft, and that I don't really have to worry about doing it when my sisters are getting theirs done, and it's really easy to wash.
I love my natural hair because when it's wet, you can see all the nice curls and it's nice and shiny, and it's big and crazy like me.
I like my natural hair because it's more beautiful and more shiny, and I like it because it's beautiful and pretty. It's so beautiful and so lovely and so amazing. What I love about my natural hair is that I can do it in different styles, like plait it, twist it, straighten it, curl it.
What I love about my natural hair is that it's very versatile and I can do loads of styles with it, so it shows how amazing I am, and it's just really, it shows what I'm feeling and how I express my feelings.
What I like about my natural hair is that it's very fluffy and you can do it in lots of different styles. But if you put too much chemicals in it, you can't do it.
Hi, welcome back, and I'm just going to go back, hot foot back, let's go back to New Face. I love this interview. Anthony Jordan is with G-Vibes at the studio he dubbed New Face in South East London.
So we've talked about the artist, the producer, the sound engineer. Now we need to talk about the artist that is G-Vibe.
Oh, okay.
What made you, with all the works that you're doing, what made you say, right, it's time for the people to hear my voice? When did that inspire?
Well, it's always been, everything I learnt was always because I sing. But along the way, it kind of got sidetracked into producing and engineering. I've worked with other producers where I've been recording for other labels, which haven't always manifested to be able to put the tracks out for one reason, you know what I mean, or the other. So there's a lot of my tracks sitting down in different places where everything didn't get finished or like finalized. And along the way, even from when I started working with my own productions, I've had tracks on the road from the 90s, early 90s, maybe about 1991 or so was the first release roughly, and about a few tracks through the 90s. But the volume of how the studio got a bit commercialized unintentionally. So I said all of the artists was kind of directed to me. I was doing some production work back in the 90s, and I went to master the product, and the people at the mastering house was interested in the sound, what they could hear. You know, it was a good sound. I brought some dub plates with me to cut, plus some tracks, and there was the quality that was in the dubs. Like they said, look, do you mind if I direct people to you, because this is the way the work should be coming here for us to work, and they wasn't happy with a lot of the work that was coming there, you know. So I said, yeah, okay, no problem. And that was the day. After that, a few weeks after that, my door knocked. Oh no, I got a phone call. Someone booked a session, never knew them, and they came along with let's say Alton Ellis, Michael Prophet. Next was Horace Sandys. I found the studio now began to get on the levels where I was doing again a lot of commercial work. And I had other artists I was working with, like Leroy Simmons, Sandino, Tad Hunter, Chucky Banton, Caroline Thompson. So there was a lot of artists here which I was already kind of producing as well as myself. But I was working with a team of other people who had some other commitments, so they couldn't put as much time into this as was really needed to give everybody a platform. So I had to kind of take a back seat. So because artists, we're all selfish.
I hate it. I get
so they're not gonna want to come to studio and see me singing. They want to be singing.
Yeah.
So it was a sacrifice I made for myself to say, well, you know what, a commitment has been made to these people, and the studio is still here. It doesn't make sense me just fold it. I didn't feel to be selfish to say, well, I don't care, I'm just going to work on my thing. You know, I felt responsible that these people was here too.
Yeah.
So I did my best to just get the tracks out and keep things moving and flowing, you know, with them. So my tracks were coming out here and there amongst them, but not as much as I had intended it to be at that time. So now, they've done their thing, they've moved on, projects have been finished and fulfilled to as far as they can be. And I look back and I thought, well, you know what, I still haven't done what I came into this business for, which was to sing as much as I want to. So I said, you know what, let me just deal with my thing now.
Big stuff, big stuff. So what track, what's out on the, what would you like to let the people know? What's the track at the moment for G-Vibes?
At the moment, I've got an EP on the road, which is Jah Love Is All Around. It's a 5-track EP with got a cover of Little Green Apples on there. I've got one for the sound man, a track called Champion Sound. I've got a couple of tunes for the ladies, Send Her For Me and I Need Your Love. So it's just a mixture of tracks, you know, for all people who love decent, good reggae music. I've got an album I'm working on now also, so hopefully in the next 2-3 months that will be out there also. Again, some roots, some rubber dub, some lovers, and just keep it rolling, you know.
Okay, that's cool, that's cool. That's a lot of hard work, and I love it. We played a little intro earlier. What I'm going to be a bit cheeky is, I take it this is for an upcoming track that's coming. Have you got a name to it as yet?
At the rhythm's just called Boss at the moment. Boss One is the name of the rhythm.
The boss, call it the boss.
Boss One.
Okay, that's nice. Can we have a little preview of that once again?
Yes, at the moment, it's just drum, bass, guitars. I've got my keyboard player here today who's gonna put a bit of spice on it and get it to the levels where I can call in artists, sing on it myself, and catch a vibe on it. So
looking forward to that. Yeah. So in terms of putting this together, I always like to ask the producer this. How does the concept come about to you in terms of producing a rhythm?
Oh, you see, because I play as many things as I do, I can start from any direction, and it gives me a variety of styles, because I find if I start with the rhythm guitar or the piano, the direction I go with chords are different, you know. So for a few years now, I don't really play keyboards on my tracks no more. Because I have some very good keyboard players that I don't need to. Plus, the fact of it is really coming from a band. I'm not just about recording one soul. Music is about a group of people, you know. So the whole band is involved. It's not just what they can play. It's their vibe, their spirit. I'm recording that. I'm not just recording their musical skills. I'm recording a piece of them. You know, so this is what makes a great piece of music to me. So the people I choose to play on my tracks are, I choose them wisely. It's not just for their playing ability, it's for their character. Because that character also comes through within their playing, you know, and things. So when it comes to composing, ideas just come to mind. Different types of ideas just depend back to moods. Yeah. So the mood of how I'm feeling. Sometimes with this track, I think I more than likely started this with the drums. I wanted something up tempo, so I sat down, started to program the drums with this first, and then I just started to play a bass line to it, which was to me something moving, something groovy, upbeat. You know, so this tune should have a kind of a want to have you keep on just rocking along regardless of what, you know, it's just meant to grip you. So that was my intention with this rhythm, to have you more feeling up more than maybe laid back, you know. So that's the kind of direction. The directions change. I explained it to someone. I explained it once years back. And I didn't realize it was someone who heard me do an interview once. He said he's never heard it explained that way, but it was fine. I explain it like drums is your heartbeat, but when it comes to my bass line, that's actually like your spirit in motion. So I find most of my bass lines come to me when I'm walking. So, yeah, because I don't know. I don't know how you feel, but I find when sometimes I'm walking, I begin to hum, to yourself. I've been there. Yeah. Right, so I think a lot of people do this without realizing. You're walking along and you may be just catching a vibe to yourself, whether you're a musician or not, and you just begin humming. So I find now with me, that hum is actually now from drums being, which is the heartbeat, is the other part of the heartbeat, which is in motion now, the journey, the travel. So now my bass line will reflect where I'm going. So I find I'll be walking along somewhere and this bass line comes to me. Grab the phone out, hit the record, hum this bass line down on the phone. An idea of drums comes to me. I put it all down and then come back in the studio after and tap it out. You know?
I would love to hear your voice notes, I swear. That is so big. I really like that. Well, sir, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to give you the mic. Yeah. If you could just talk to our viewers right now, let them know the EP, the single that's out there at the moment, and if possible, could we also catch a little a cappella from yourself?
Okay, all right. Greetings, my name is G Vibes. You can catch me at www.newphasemusic.com. You can catch me on Facebook, Glenn Vibes, Instagram, Glenn Vibes, Twitter, G Vibes G, and LinkedIn as G Vibes. Come and grab the new EP, which is Jah Love Is All Around, on the New Phase Music label. Got a couple collaboration productions with Peckins on Champion Sound, and also Peter Hunningale with I Need Your Love. So, you know, there's a few things going on the EP that I think we've got something for everybody. Yeah, so just come in, tune in, and grab a copy. Yes. Once again, Jah love is all around. Jah love is all around. Jah love is all around. I feel the fire burning within me. Jah is guiding me on my journey. I try my best to live by his standards. I aim to progress and keep on moving forwards. For when I reach to my destiny, I want to be standing by the Almighty. Peace and love must reign over all. 'cause in the presence of Jah, the righteous shall stand tall. Yeah. You know, Jah love is all around. Blessed love.
Sir, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, good, hard-working musicians, artists, good music. You've heard it all. I can't... New phase music right here. G Vibes, the artist. Sir, thank you very much.
Respect.
Keep up the good work.
I will do.
And I encourage everyone to support it. So, until the next time, it's Anthony Jordan signing out.
Oh my gosh, look at all of that. Look at that going on. Anyway, Anthony's going to be joining me shortly because I know that he's got some bodyguards because he's just been paid a whole heap of money for naming that studio in South East London. So that's all good, but when he sits next to me, I wonder how close the bodyguard can be. Anyway, we're going to take another break now. We're going to be joined by the wonderful Anthony Jordan as we go into Lifestyle Entertainment Corner. See you soon.
DJ Elaine Smith here, and I have got some exciting news for you. The original 291 Club variety show and talent competition as seen on London Weekend Television and Channel 4 is back at the Hackney Empire on Friday the 9th of November 2018. Now this show is a relaunch show and will also be filmed for TV, so make sure you get your tickets now. They range from £25 to £45, available from our website www.291club.co.uk. On the night we'll have special guests performing their hit songs and comedians telling their best joke. Now if you feel that you got what it takes to walk away with the coveted prize, then send us a 2-minute recording of your performance to Mr. Mackenzie at auditions@291club.co.uk. Judges on the night will include Ellen Thomas from EastEnders, Carl McIntosh from Loose Ends, Crystal Rose from ITV's Crystal Rose Show, Ed Adu from BBC Radio 3, Barry K. Sharp, Lady Leck, former Superintendent Leroy Logan, Kofi from Black Heroes, President from Back to the Future Publishing, and just for good measure, an A&R executive from Columbia Records. 291 Mere Street, London E81EJ. Grab your ticket. Doors are 7:30 till 11 p.m. Right after we'll be having the after party. For more information, go to our website www.291club.co.uk.
Welcome back to the Lifestyle Show with me, Pam Joseph, and the delectable Doug Persuader, Anthony Jordan. How are you?
I'm very well, Pam. How are you?
I'm good, but where's the bodyguard? Oh, you've got him back there. So where's the truckload of money?
You ready? That is for the benefit of flash photography. It's 70 pence. The reason it's 70 pence, people, there's 2 lessons here. Lesson number 1, sharing is caring. That's £1.40 that I had. The other lesson is always get a contract, otherwise you get nothing.
You're funny, you really are. And you are very, very funny because when you interviewed me daughter, Jade Marie Joseph,
Indeed.
there was a caption underneath her name that said the new host of the Lifestyle Show. Excuse me?
Now you know where the money went. I bribed the editing team. I'm not ashamed to say it.
You're very funny. You watch yourself, mate. Watch it. I got a black belt and a brown one and a green one and a yellow one.
I have a nice selection myself. Mainly leather, but hey, I vary. Yeah.
Do you know what? When we have come away from Carnival, that's people are still feeling the vibes. But when you talk about steel pans, and we've been watching these things for the last couple of weeks, haven't we, Anthony?
We have
We've been
indeed. We have
places,
indeed.
We've seen them do it, and we was at a remarkable concert not too long ago.
I know, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Laborie Steel Pan Group, down in the UK, who were part of the Mangrove, who won Panorama. So it's all been very exciting, and it was a good old time down at the old High Commission.
I mean, the thing about it is that they asked any people, young or old, if they wanted to do a 2-day workshop. Just 2 days, Anthony.
2 days, yeah.
2 days. Now, you're going to witness this, because in 2 days, these youngsters, I mean, it was really mainly young people that got themselves involved. I couldn't believe it.
I was really impressed. It was a night to enjoy it, and as the organizer of the Steel Pans team said, for him 2 days would be a challenge, and these young children have come along, first time touching a pan, and they nailed it. I was really impressed. So let's not waste any more time. Let's head on down to the High Commission, the St. Lucia High Commission that is, and let's check out the Laborie Steel Pan and these youngsters that they trained in 2 days. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, parents of these young musicians, I call them, good evening and welcome to the St. Lucia High Commission. We're very happy that you are here this afternoon in support of these young people. Why are we here? We got a request from the Laborie Steel Pan group to give them some support since they've been here in London for the last couple of weeks as they participated in the Notting Hill Carnival. The Laborie Pan group have been doing great work in the community, and in fact they are the second runners-up in the Panorama competition in St. Lucia this year. The High Commission has partnered with the St. Lucia Tourism Authority to support them. We thought we should do a program with them since they're here, that we wanted to get the young St. Lucians in the diaspora to learn something about our culture. And steel band music, in addition to some of our traditional songs that they will play for you tonight, is all part of it. And we wanted you as well, St. Lucians in the diaspora, to hear what it is they have been doing back in St. Lucia that have made them champions in St. Lucia. So we decided to do a workshop. So yesterday and today, we got those young people from the St. Lucian diaspora, and they have been learning to play the steel pan. Now, most of them have never touched a steel pan before in their lives, but the parents were happy to send them. And I said to them, were you here because your parents asked you to come? They said yes. I said, are you here because you're excited about playing steel pan? He said, here's the deal. I'm sure if we ask you after the second day if you are interested or you're excited about the steel pan, your answer will be different to what you told me yesterday. These kids, and I'm amazed, I took a recording of them just learning to knock the pan yesterday, and they were just making a lot of noise. And when I recorded them this afternoon, I was so surprised at how they, from yesterday until this afternoon, they can now play a song. And so we'll start the program with them playing what they learned over the last 2 years. Now, is that the end? Sorry, today. Is that the end? I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that we just whet the appetite for the steel pan, and that they will decide, yes, I am interested in music, and I want to continue with music for their own self-development, and that they can continue to learn to play the pan or some other instrument. Now, how can that help? I want to ensure too that the Tourism Authority will use those young people, continue learning to play the pan, pan music is traditional to the Caribbean. And I'm hoping that these young people, as they grow up, will continue learning to play the pan, and that we can use them playing the pan to promote St. Lucia at different venues. That's the kind of legacy I want to see coming out of the program that we have done. So I'm happy that we had this opportunity. I'm happy that the Tourism Authority agreed for us to do this thing jointly. And to, as I keep telling you, let's make use of the High Commission and make use of the office. So these young people, I think, have done an amazing job. And they will, I'm hoping that they will demonstrate that to you, and you'll appreciate what they have learned over the last 2 days. So without further ado, let me introduce Shanika Scott.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before I begin, I must say that we are extremely proud of these individuals. They've put in a lot of effort over the last 2 days, and I must say that we are very proud of what they have done.
Today we'll be listening to a group of very beautiful and handsome, amazingly talented children who only had just 2 days to learn a song, right, on the steel pan. And from my experience, I don't think I would ever be able to learn a song in 2 days. And they did it, hence why they are amazingly talented, right? Yeah, so majority of them never touched the pan before, and it really amazes me, right, to see how much progress they have made. I can already see that some of them share the same passion that I have for the steel pan. So I'm very happy and I'm thankful that we got to actually work with them, you know, and learn a song. And we are definitely looking forward to this happening again. We want to thank the parents and all of them for actually, you know, registering them and so on. Anyways, the name of the song that we're going to be performing is called Ali by Teddy St. John. He's a local artist from St. Lucia.
Okay, we're here at the St. Lucia High Commission. A wonderful, wonderful time here. We had a concert here with the steel band, Laborie Steel Pan. They had a 2-day workshop. And just 2 days, I'm saying, 2 days. And they were even admiring that the actual young people that joined those 2 days, that they learned so much in the 2 days. So one of them is right here. He's going to introduce himself to you. Your name, sir?
Caden.
Caden?
Yeah.
How are you, Caden, and how was that for you?
It was fun. I didn't need to look, so it was fun. I didn't need to look at the crowd or anything. So I was just looking at the wall.
You know, you had a 2-day workshop and then you had to perform in front of an audience. Was that a bit sort of like nail-biting?
A bit. I was okay because I didn't really need to like face the crowd at all. I just needed to play the steel bands.
But it's also about focusing because I saw you, I spotted you. You was concentrating on which part to play and knowing that and learning that. So it's also about concentrating and focusing.
Yeah, I just was practicing for a long time throughout the 2 days. And yeah.
It was good. Yeah. Where do you go from here? Are you going to continue? Would you like to continue playing pan?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Not yet. You're not sure yet. And you are, sir?
I'm the dad, the proud father.
Very proud father. We saw him there. You know, what inspired you to make him join the 2-day workshop?
Just to learn something new, and he's a Caribbean culture descendant as well, just so he embraces his culture. Being in the city of London as well, you don't get a lot of chances, so stuff like this come up. It's a great opportunity for him to join in.
We just had the carnival some days ago now, so it's kind of still in us, isn't it? So this was a good bit to end the carnival spirit?
Yeah, just all putting it all together really, and just at the end of it, just give them this as well. So even if sometimes the carnival might be a bit too old for the younger kids, so it makes them still feel part of it as well. So it's a great time as well for it.
Well done, Caden. You was great. Thank you ever so much. Thank you. Can you believe just 2 days training, 2 days for these young children to learn steel band? Then they were put to the test because there was a concert here at the St. Lucia High Commission, and we sat down there and watched in awe as these young people did their thing. Let's go through them one by one, shall we? Your name is?
Olivia.
First time playing pan?
Yes.
How was that for you today?
It was quite exciting when we performed it to everyone.
And your name?
My name's Renelle.
Renelle, was this an experience that you've never had before?
I never played the steel pan before.
And how was it playing in front of a live audience?
I'm not really sure. I just stuck to it and learned.
You just focused and got on with it and concentrated.
Yeah.
Well done to you. Let's go in front here. And ask you your name.
Jaden.
How was it for you? Have you played before, the pan before?
No.
So you're playing the pan, you've only learnt it for 2 days, now you've got a live audience. How was that for you?
Surprising.
Oh. You concentrated and got on with what you had to do, yeah?
Yeah.
Will you continue playing pan?
Yeah.
Excellent. And your name?
Omar.
How was that for you, the experience?
It was okay.
It's okay.
I mean, it was good doing something that I've never done before in front of an audience.
Do you continue playing pan? Would you like to learn more and get more experience at it?
I mean, I'd like to learn more, but the fact of that, that happening is probably the chances of that's pretty low because there's not many places to learn pan near where I am.
You can start looking into that. Research that, Google that and research that to a place near you that does that. And how about you, your name?
I'm Toby.
How was this experience for you?
Good.
Yes. Are you going to continue playing pan?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Because
No.
you don't know. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Can you remember, was it easy for you to remember what point to bang? Yeah, that came easy. Well, then you got an art then. You have
I have a busy schedule.
Tell me what you do.
I play rugby and watch TV.
You're a rugby player? Yeah. Okay, well, you can still do rugby and play pan, don't you know?
It's me to play violin.
Violin? That's even great. That's even better as well. You can do the violin with the pan. They can play pan whilst you play the violin, yeah? Nice one. But you guys did a great job and you looked great doing it. And thank you ever so much. You got on with it. You put your head down and you got on with it. And they were fantastic. Fantastic group of young people. Just 2 days they learned in a big concert at the High Commission. You can hear behind me the steel pan, the music, the lovely music of steel pan. It's the Laborie steel pan here at the St. Lucia High Commission. We are here enjoying a concert tonight. It's a full crowd, well turned out. And to prove that, I have the High Commissioner, His Excellency, Mr. Guy Mayers with me. It's been a great turnout, sir.
Very good turnout. I'm very happy that the St. Lucians in the diaspora have come out to enjoy this and to hear from those youngsters who just 2 days ago knew nothing about steel pan. We put on this workshop yesterday and this afternoon, culminating in this concert tonight with the facilitators, the Laborie Pan group, playing here first tonight, and you can hear how well they performed, and that's why they placed second in the Panorama competition in St. Lucia this year, and they continue to work in the community helping young people, and we decided to facilitate them doing this workshop with the young people here so that they can get a feel and a taste of what steel band is all about, and some of the music, the carnival music coming from St. Lucia. It's been a fantastic experience. Those kids really showed us how quickly they can pick up on the songs. And here we are this afternoon coming to enjoy the carnival fever right here in London.
In London. I mean, we wanted a good turnout. It has been a good turnout. How do you feel about this, sir?
Yes. Well, it's great. And the group continues to play. You'll hear the music in the background. It shows the versatility of those young people and what they can do when they're committed. They have been fantastic, and I'm thankful that they were able to pass on some of their knowledge and skill to the young people in the UK diaspora.
The families of the young guys that joined this, and also other people, the diaspora, St. Lucia diaspora has turned out. I mean, it's quite a great crowd in her, sir.
I'm sure the parents are very excited about how the kids perform, and they were there to support them, and that's what it's all about. Family support, community support, all working together, and that augurs well for the community here in London.
Yeah. You're very good about saying that this is your High Commission. Use it, facilitate it. Let us all get together. Let us promote St. Lucia and the works of St. Lucia, and also being St. Lucian. Now, I know that there are certain things coming up. Certainly in September, you've got quite an important meeting or gathering in September. Tell us a bit about that.
Yes, well, on the 13th of September, on the 15th of Saturday, the 15th of September, we do have the Minister of Tourism. He'll be here in London. He's part of the Tourism Week that is being organized by the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. And we're taking that opportunity to have a diaspora discussion night right here at the doors at the diaspora. So Minister Fede will be communicating what's happening in the tourism sector and the other national developments taking place at home. So the members of the diaspora here will have the opportunity to interact with him, and not just him saying to them what's happening, but for them to ask questions and to make suggestions on what they think should happen back at home. So we're looking forward to that evening right here at the High Commission in September.
And they can get more information on the website and the email address that they can...
We're sending out the flyers from tomorrow, and we're asking to save the date on Saturday night, the 15th of September, right here at the High Commission. It'll be a fantastic evening. We'll also, like we did tonight, sample our green fig and saltfish, which is our national dish, our bakes and accra, and so on, and some of the drinks coming out of St. Lucia. It's all about keeping our St. Lucian diaspora in touch with what's going on at home in St. Lucia.
Excellent. We're talking about also we're coming towards, I always say when it comes to September, we're coming towards the end of the year. In October now in St. Lucia, there's a huge a festival and event taking place. So we're talking about that, the Arts and Heritage Festival, and that's taking place in October. That is huge now, isn't it?
It is. And remember we had discussed about the St. Lucia Soleil Festival. Yeah. Whereas before, we only had the Jazz Festival, and everybody knew about the Jazz Festival in May. Mother's Day weekend, everybody came. Now we have spread it out, and so persons who want the jazz can still come in May for that period. But you notice we have other forms of entertainment throughout the year, including our carnival in July. So it's about making sure that there are activities for all tastes, and so throughout the year we invite people to come to St. Lucia for the environment and enjoy what we have to offer under the Soleil landmark.
But must remind our viewers that there's a huge one, and it's the Arts and Heritage Festival. And I remember that a couple of years ago that was about to be really sort of like bigged up, if you will. It's huge now. So you must remember that. That's in October the 19th through to the 21st of October. Get your tickets out. It's going to be a good one. So what can we say as we end today? So I see you are sporting the St. Lucia 2018 Laborie Pan Project Workshop UK.
And it is a project that was sponsored by the St. Lucia High Commission along with the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. We came together to put this project on, and we'll continue to collaborate. And as I said before, I'm hoping that those young people who have gotten now a taste of the steel pan will continue to practice and be good at it, and that we, the High Commission and the Tourism Authority, will be able to use them to promote St. Lucia throughout the length and breadth of the UK, at schools, at the malls, and making sure that the people are aware, hey, here are talented young people playing music from the Caribbean and inviting you to come to the Caribbean to enjoy what St. Lucia has to offer. So the future really looks exciting, and I think the young people are doing a fantastic job.
I think I'm going to sort of grab hold of the High Commissioner, and we may shake a leg as the concert continues here at the High Commission. So we'll see you later, yeah? Wow, did you see that? Did you see that?
I did. I also want to go back to a bit before the advert.
Yeah.
There was a certain young lady who was called the new host, and you were out doing the correspondence. So, I don't know. Did I bribe him? Was it true? My hands are clean. My hands are clean.
You really are. Yeah, cruising for a bruising, no doubt. Here we go. Here we go. Did you see the High Commissioner there? And he's telling us all about, you know, what's happening in St. Lucia and more things to come. And Lifestyle has been given a special invite that anything and everything that's going to be happening, as much as possible at the High Commission, we're going to be invited, we're going to go down, and we're going to bring that to you.
Indeed we are, indeed we are. So look out for features very soon. As the news comes, Lifestyle will be there and be delivering and sharing that information with you, the Lifestyle viewers. No matter what platform you're on, that's what we're all about. So that's good stuff. Good stuff.
I think we're going to go for a break now, Anthony. We can just shake our legs a bit, you know, cool out a bit, so we can drink our cool drinks. Or
I'm on water, mind you.
There you go.
Still a cool drink.
See you after the break.
DJ Elaine Smith here, and I have got some exciting news for you. The original 291 Club variety show and talent competition, as seen on London Weekend Television and Channel 4, is back at the Hackney Empire on Friday the 9th of November 2018. Now this show is a relaunch show and will also be filmed for TV, so make sure you get your tickets now. They range from £25 to £45, available from our website www.291club.co.uk. On the night we'll have special guests performing their hit songs and comedians telling their best joke. Now if you feel that you got what it takes to walk away with the coveted prize, then send us a 2-minute recording of your performance to Mr. Mackenzie at auditions@291club.co.uk. Judges on the night will include Ellen Thomas from EastEnders, Carl McIntosh from Loose Ends, Crystal Rose from ITV's Crystal Rose Show, Ed Adu from BBC Radio 3, Barry K. Sharp, Lady Leck, former Superintendent Leroy Logan, Kofi from Black Heroes, President from Back to the Future Publishing, and just for good measure, an A&R executive from Columbia Records. 291 Mere Street, London E81EJ. Grab your ticket. Doors are 7:30 till 11 p.m. Right after we'll be having the after party. For more information, go to our website www.291club.co.uk.
I'm so
it brings out me and my natural beauty, and I love it because it's full of cover and full of style.
What I love about my natural hair, it's healthy, curly, it keeps my face warm, and I can do lots of styles with it. I love about my natural hair is that it's nice, it's curly, and it makes me have comfort in my life.
What I love about my natural hair is how curly it is and the texture of it, because whenever I feel it, it makes me so happy.
What I love about my natural hair is that it's easy to do, it's really soft, and that I don't really have to worry about doing it when my sisters are getting theirs done, and it's really easy to wash.
I love my natural hair because when it's wet, you can see all the nice curls and it's nice and shiny, and it's big and crazy like me.
I like my natural hair because it's more beautiful and more shiny, and I like it because it's beautiful and pretty. It's so beautiful and so lovely and so amazing. What I love about my natural hair is that I can do it in different styles, like plait it, twist it, straighten it, curl it.
What I love about my natural hair is that it's very versatile and I can do loads of styles with it, so it shows how amazing I am, and it's just really, it shows what I'm feeling and how I express my feelings.
What I like about my natural hair is that it's very fluffy and you can do it in lots of different styles. But if you put too much chemicals in it, you can't do it.
Hi, welcome back to the Lifestyle Show with me, Anthony Jordan.
And me, Pam Joseph.
Okay, guys, this is the entertainment corner. You have been entertained. We're being thoroughly entertained.
We hope.
Well, it better be.
Answers on a postcard, please.
You've done near enough an hour and a half. Well done if you're not. No, thank you guys for tuning in as always. We're being thoroughly entertained by the music of the Tabernacle, the jazz band.
Definitely.
Tuesdays, come on down, people. It's worth a shot.
Please. It's all good, it's all good. And if you do come down on a Tuesday evening, come and say hi.
Yeah, we're
come
here.
and say hi to us. We'll be here.
We don't bite. Well, I don't. Anyway.
I don't know where this is going. Get on with it, mate.
No. Okay, talking about being out and about and talking all things. It's been quite a nice musical show this week. So let's keep it musical. Beginning of the month, I had the honour of being down at Box Park in Croydon. That's the second Box Park that came, not the last one, because there's one in Wembley now. But this is a monthly event, which hopefully, like the 291 Club, we might be getting more involved in. This is for the up-and-coming rappers, grime artists, guys out there who have got that hunger, that need to want to get out there. This is Underfound, and this is me with a few highlights and interviewing the organisers and the hosts. Enjoy.
Come closer, man. Everyone come closer. I come. Let's go. So I'm gonna start off with a slow one, and then we're gonna go into some hype tracks, you get me? So obviously, let's go. It's like the world is leaning on me. I'm saying block to my conscience, like I don't need to worry. It's speaking softly, you haven't got a plan to take. No light rays, the sky stays the blackest shades. With so much pressure, my back aches. I'm in a detached state, pretending that I ain't bending, I stand straight. I'm in a chasm, my mind is ruled by anarchism. I say my vocals on the track, cause it had some rhythm.
I'm straight to the A to the C to the K to the L to the I to the G to the A to the T. Man, I made for this beat, got so many songs, wait for the release. I got fun for everyone, I'm so important like the sun. And I'm the son of every rapper that just wants to live it up. Got a straight back in my cup, some quicker in my floor. I got a couple women tripping, you ain't even gotta ask. Straight up, one nigga, nigga. Rolling on the video, they girls get silly. If I didn't want to do it, then I wouldn't do it. But everybody's looking like Sabu, is he?
Man, tell someone else that I know has got some energy. You don't want some more energy? If you want some more energy, make some noise. No, if you don't want some more energy, make some noise. It was a bit off. I'm not feeling it still. You want to do it again? I'm not, yeah, I think I want to do it again. Let me do this. When I say under, you say found. Under. That was a bit alright. I still can't hear them. You told them then. When I say under, you say found. Under.
Laying awake at night, wondering where we went wrong. We're both aware of what is happening here. We both know our love's long gone. 'Cause I'm screaming, you leave the wind, yeah. You come back the next night. And we've been crazy. Everywhere I go, you know it's safely. I love to shake this body of mine. Tick-tock motion, got it much of a time. Shake it but don't break it. Won't stop, drink till we get faded. And she know how to get down in love. It's a white she love a party. And she know how to get down in love.
Okay, right now I am joined by the man himself. He was on stage, the host for the night, the excellent event that I'm so excited I lost my words. The excellent event that is Underfound. I'm joined by the man himself, Scripps. How you doing, brother?
Bruv, listen. I mean, you just said it there. I can't. You know when he gave me an intro and the intro that I can't even say anything else. But, bruv, it's been another good show. You know, the artists came out, they done their thing, and that's all we can really ask for. Do you know what I mean? They all brought something different to the stage. The crowd seemed to love it. We seem to be getting energy and vibe back that I feel like we may have been losing before. And yeah, man, I can't say anything else.
The loss of words, ladies and gentlemen, shows you the energy and the vibe that was there. I lost my words, he can't get them out. That's the vibe that you're getting Underfound. So Scripps, what I want to get now, because I've given a bit of an intro to the crowd right now, but it's, how did Underfound come about?
Oh, do you know what? It's the first time I've asked that question. I think, so one of the main guys, Raphael Pert, he's part of the music brand, Music London. He's one of the main guys in that brand. Shout him, shout music. And obviously we met through my music journey, and obviously he had an idea. You know, he was like, obviously he puts on shows already. He's got one show mainly for singers, and he was just throwing ideas out there. You know, he said, I got a couple ideas in my mind, like I want to talk to this person, that person, and kind of see where people's minds are with it and see if it can be done. So at first it was nothing, and then I think he came back to me and a couple of people like maybe a couple months later, and was like, yeah, we're doing it. I want you lot on board. Like this is the person I'm putting in charge. This is this person, and this. But the idea was solidified. He was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. You know, there's not a lot of people in the UK or London that are doing hip hop and rap shows, but nothing on the same vibe. And obviously with the, you know, Box Park, shout out to Box Park. With Box Park giving us, you know, the opportunity to have this location, I mean, it just sits coincides, you know what I mean? It sits perfectly, you know what I mean? We give something back to the people, and we've got a venue that everyone can want to come to, whether you're from north, east, south, west, you all want to, you know, Box Park is Box Park. So yeah, man, and then from then, we just put things in motion. And you know, like I think we're coming up to like a year and 7 or 8 months now, nearly 2 years now. So it's like we're just pushing, you know, trying to get better, you know, always finding the most undiscovered, most brilliant, most firing artists, you know, that are around, and just giving them a voice, giving them a platform, and letting them know that, you know, we are here, you know. And if you do believe in your dream, like I said on stage, if you do believe in your dream, you do believe that, you know, you're meant to be heard, Underfound Resonance is for you.
I love that, because you've led right into my next question. For all the artists who've seen the vibe, heard the excitement from the both of us, how can they get in contact? How can they be on that stage?
All right, so I'll reiterate. So, like my boy said here, with Underfound Residents, we just want people that are lyrical, people that are fire,
and people that believe in themselves. Do you know what I mean? The crowd are not an easy crowd. As these guys can tell you here, they're not an easy crowd. If they don't like you, they'll let you know. So anyone that believes, you know, they got the fire, they got the art, they can project themselves on the stage, please email us at underfoundresidence1, or one word, @gmail.com. Please be aware that we get so many submissions that it does get crazy. But trust me when I say we will get back to you. We will get back to you, especially if you got that fire. We will listen to you. You will be heard.
That's big. That is big. Thank you very much, brother. Again, I heard you have a musical journey. For anyone wanting to get in contact with you and some of your stuff, would you like to plug any socials?
Yeah, for me, J Scripts. So at the minute, I'm doing a lot of things. Obviously, I'm doing my music, as my guy here said. My musical journey is there, and I'm putting everything into it. So if you do want to come along my journey and see what I'm doing, whether it be Underfound, the radio, Music Underfound Takeover, make sure you're locked into that. But yeah, J Scripts, JAYSCRIPTZ, all one word. Anything and everything, you will find it.
Brother, thank you very much. Enjoy.
It's always a pleasure. Listen, these guys know what they're doing. ND Media, Ben TV, all of that. If you're not psyched into what these men are doing, then it's an issue. And he didn't even tell me to say that. Trust me.
I didn't even bring my wallet, so I can't pay him later. I'm truly touched. Brother, thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be honest. This is the most scared I've ever been for an interview, because me and this man have meant to be catching up for a long time. So I know I'm in line for a cuss, and hopefully not on camera. Raphael.
I'm not going to cuss you, B. I'm not going to cuss you.
How you doing, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, just high on life, man. Just enjoying what we're doing, and just continue to build on the foundations that we've, laid out.
Right, I talked to Scripps. He gave us a bit of background on how it all came about. But what is the vision of Underfound for yourself? What is your message to the viewers out there?
Well, it's just with the whole brand itself, is to find unearthed talent, putting them on a platform that they get seen by, whether it be industry, but other people, and also building up their demographic and fan base. That's the ambition.
Right. We know you got music, which is more of singers, and this is the rap. Like, how do the ideas come to you? How do you get that idea to want to raise that platform for the artists?
Well, as in, why do we start Underfound, or?
In general, like, what makes you realize, like, to have that platform? You get many artists out there, but you're giving them that platform, that showcase, to be there and be seen by the world.
Because let's be honest, there's an abundance. There's so many artists out there, and there isn't enough platforms that offer artists a specific tailor-made, let's say, package. We guarantee that when you come and perform, you're going to be seen by someone. You never know who's in the audience. You understand? There's a lot that I do in the music industry, and I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but I'm saying that if I see someone, then I can say to someone else that I know and say, look, I saw this guy at Underfound. It helps because he's at Underfound. So it helps. It's showing that we're bringing that talent as well as music as well. Same with the radio show Music Downloaded. If we're bringing something, we're showing people, look, this is what we're bringing to the table. Why not?
That is 100% true. That is 100% fact. Let it be known that many of the artists that you guys have seen on Entertainment/Music Corner, this is the man behind them. This man.
I'm the man behind the man behind the other man. That way.
Whichever way. This is my contact, innit? So there's no in between.
It's true, family, bro.
Like, yeah, from long time. So here we go now. For anyone wanting to get in contact with you, how would you encourage it? Come down to Underfound. Any socials you want to give direct?
I mean, yeah. There's many ways you can get in touch with Underfound Music brand. Just go online. If you go to our website, there's www.music.london. If you go on the socials, you got Music, MUSIQUELDN. You got Underfound, which is UNDERFOUND. Residents. I had to think about that one. Thank you for reminding me of that, cameraman. We also got Music_Downloaded, which is the radio show, which is they got Underfound. We got a new show on that as well, where these boys take over, and then you've got us. We were resident host Silver. If you don't know Silver, go check out Official Silver Kid. He's crazy, but he's funny as hell.
That's it, Raph. Thank you very much, brother. And extra thank you for no cuts on camera.
What would I do for that? Wait till you switch that camera off. It's on.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
This is the Unfound Residence freestyle. Check it out. Here we go. Look, let me introduce myself. I'm the wordsmith, using words like yourself. See, I try and keep it sharp, cause I gotta be on stealth. Yeah, I'm out to get this paper, my pockets are screaming help. I just wanna get it, I make my family proud. Mr. Scripps is in the building, I'ma shut it down, nah. I'ma shell it down like my book came in with rounds, and all I gotta do is flip the pages and just tell it pow. Real G's around me, that's a lot of top boys. Bred from the gutter, scrape the butter, rude boys. Mr. Trapped in the system, yeah, the system got us trapped in. 9 to 5 life got me feeling like I'm slacking. Mr. Chocolate Skin, yeah, I'm sweet with the rapping. Bringing drama, I'm just like, why you acting? Not a road man, but I'm from the hood, mad thing. I am not a kid, little I will clamp him. I miss back then when the olders weren't ramping. See, nowadays kids got no respect, it's collapsing. But we got the means, so let's teach them to be great. Let them educate themselves, help them pave the way. You see, unity is key, please don't lock it away. Racism will never die as long as there's hate. Fate by the grace got me focused on my path. Words are very powerful, the dream is that they last. Some days reminiscing, knowing I can't change the past, but my future's in my sight, I must be doing something right. Bless every day because every day's a blessing. Failure's not an option, I just take it as a lesson. Spitting so much, my saliva needs confession. Call me El Muhammad cause my path is so destined. I float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. And the instrumental I treat it like gasoline. You don't wanna light a match, it might get peak. I said brothers talk, I ain't even turn up the heat. Underfound Residence, we are in the building. Yo, who's next?
Oh, talented again.
There's talent. This is what's out there, guys. Don't be afraid. There's enough talent shows out there.
Do you know what we're talking about? The 291 Club. It's come back. It's starting in November, the 9th of November. It's come back, and they're auditions right now. There is a deadline, so get doing with this. What they want you to do is a 2-minute recording of anything that you could do, you specialise in, and you think is worthy. Right, 2-minute recording. So you send that to all the W's, 291club.co.uk. 291club is all one word. The figure 291, figures, club.co.uk. By the 5th, 5 p.m, 13th of October, 5 p.m, 13th of October, please.
When?
By the 13th October, 5 p.m. 1700 hours. 1700 hours.
I will let you know that at 1700 hours,
you're going to say
on the 13th of October,
yeah.
I'm telling you exactly what I'll do. I will either be in a building or on the way to a building, because Saturday, the 13th of October, is the day that Tamaray celebrate their soiree. Did you see the rhyming? Did you see the rhyming in that?
The segue was very good, man.
It's coincidence. It's coincidence. We're talking about all these talents out there. We're going to be putting some of them on stage for the Tamaray soiree. Saturday, the 13th of October. I'm going to spoil it. I think it's out on their Instagram, but I'm going to spoil it here because this is the first time I'm announcing it on TV. The legendary, the one and only Kofi will be in the house. Black is my colour. We'll be celebrating Black History Month. Yep, Kofi's going to be down there. Luster's Pink are going to be down there. Morris Roots is going to be down there. Angela Plummer's going to be down there. There is a young gentleman by the name of Brooke. Wait till you hear the voice of this gentleman. And there's a young lady by the name of Priscilla Soul. Wait till you hear the voice.
I love that name alone, Priscilla Soul.
It's going to be big. It's going to be big.
Wow.
So the info's down there. It's on the Facebook. Get in touch with the Lifestyle Show. We'll be more than happy to help out. Yeah, that's a big one.
Sounds, you know what, 13th, I'm going to be there.
You better be.
But nothing in my diary. I'm going to be down there, and you
well,
should
it's
be
in your diary now.
And you should be down there too. Join us. Definitely.
We will be in the house.
Definitely. We got to round up. 2 hours goes so quickly. We got to round up. Yeah. But in case any of your family members or friends missed out on this show, then tell them they can watch it again. It's repeated again on Friday from 10 a.m. Or you've got the Facebook page, the Lifestyle page, Facebook.
Lifestyle on Ben is the Facebook page. Lifestyle Show TV is the YouTube page. If I've got it wrong, the editing crew are going to put it down there. TV show will show TV. The memory's not as good as it used to be. I'm getting old, people.
No, you're not. Not at all. We'd like to thank the management team at the Tabernacle.
Indeed.
Wonderful, wonderful place. Can I just say thank you to Sam? Can I say thank you to Sam, the head chef in the kitchens there?
Of course.
The delicacies. I wish it was a smell-off on TV. You smell the aroma. It's great. But Anthony and I are going to be tucking in after this.
Oh yeah. That's why we're rounding up quick. No, I'm joking. No. But guys, as well as that, yes, the YouTube's out there, the Facebook's out there, Lifestyle Show TV is also our Twitter page. It's all the links are down there. We're getting more and more interactive. So guys, give us a like, a follow, a subscribe, whichever one you're into.
Please do the subs.
We're up there.
Yeah,
and
subscribe,
we want to be more interactive with you.
Subscribe.
Indeed, and I also want to mention that very shortly, that's probably where you'll be able to win your gifts from now on. So you may want to give us a follow and a subscribe because it's worth it for you. Not for us, but for you. So until the next time.
There you go. Thank you to Lusters. Thank you to Tamaray Vet Designers.
Thank you to the Tabernacle again.
Exactly.
And thank you to you.
Exactly. And we can't do the show without you, and you know this already. You know this already. And thanks for our guests for their busy schedule coming out to talk to us. 291 Club.
It's back.
It's back. There we go. So it remains for us to say a goodbye and have a safe and wonderful week. Who are we ending with?
Let's go with... You know what? Let's go with the man himself. We interviewed him earlier. G Vibes. Enjoy.
Why not?
Bye.
Bye-bye.
When I wake up in the morning, here down in my eyes, she says hi. I stumble to the breakfast table, kids were going off to school. Goodbye. She reaches out and takes my hand, squeezes and says, how you feeling, hon? I look across at her smiling lips, that warms my heart when I see the morning sun. And if that's not loving then all I've got to say, Jah never made little green apple, it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. No, 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 there's no such thing as Dr. Seuss, Disneyland, Mother Goose, there's no nursery rhymes. Jah never made little green apple, it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. No, no, when myself is feeling low, I think about my face aglow to ease my mind. Sometimes I call her up at home, knowing that she's busy. Wonder can you get away, meet me to grab a bite to eat. She drops what she's doing, hurries down to meet me, but I'm always late. Still she sits awaiting patiently, smiles when she first sees me, 'cause she's made that way. And if that's not loving then all I've got to say, Jah never made little green apple, it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. There's no such thing as diamond green, puppy dogs, autumn leaves, there's no BB guns. Jah never made little green apple, it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. No, 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 when myself is feeling low, I think about her face aglow to ease my mind.